You think attraction begins with beauty. It doesn't. Beauty is only the invitation. Attraction begins in uncertainty, in emotional tension, in the silent question your mind cannot answer. Why them? Why now? Why can't you stop thinking about someone who hasn't even touched you? That is where dark psychology enters. Because sexual attraction is rarely about the body. It is about power. It is about attention. It is about the subconscious war between validation and control. And the most dangerous part, most people never realize they are not choosing attraction. They are being programmed by it. You meet her in a room full of noise. She doesn't try too hard. She doesn't chase attention. She simply exists like she already knows something you don't. And suddenly, your mind locks in. Not because she is the most beautiful, because she is unavailable. Mystery creates obsession faster than perfection ever could. Your brain hates unfinished stories. It craves resolution. The less access you have, the more value your mind creates. You call it chemistry. Often, it is just psychological scarcity. And she knows it. She speaks slowly. She looks away first. She lets silence breathe. Every small distance becomes emotional gravity. You move closer. Not physically, mentally. You start replaying conversations, reading hidden meanings, searching for signs. Attraction grows strongest in ambiguity. Certainty calms desire. Uncertainty feeds it. This is why mixed signals are powerful. Not because confusion is romantic, because your brain confuses emotional tension with importance. The harder something feels to win, the more valuable it appears. That is not love. That is cognitive bias wearing perfume. Then comes validation. She notices you. A message, a smile, a late-night reply, tiny rewards, perfectly timed. This is intermittent reinforcement, the same psychological mechanism behind addiction. Not every reward, just enough reward, enough to keep you waiting, enough to make your nervous system chase. You stop asking, "Do I like her?" and start asking, "How do I keep this feeling alive?" Now attraction becomes dependency, and dependency always disguises itself as passion. He does the same. Calm voice, controlled energy. He listens more than he speaks. He never explains too much. He creates emotional space and lets her fill it. Confidence is attractive because it signals emotional safety. But strategic distance, that creates hunger. She starts wondering what he feels, wondering if she matters, wondering who else wants him. Jealousy enters quietly, not as rage, as comparison. And comparison is where desire becomes competition. People want what appears desired by others. Social proof affects attraction more than honesty does. This is why status seduces. Not money, not looks. Perceived value. The mind asks, if others want them, what am I missing? And now the chase becomes personal. But the darkest layer is projection. You are rarely attracted to the person. You are attracted to the story your mind builds around them. The fantasy. The unfinished emotional movie. You assign depth where there is silence, loyalty where there is inconsistency, meaning where there is randomness. You fall in love with interpretation, not reality. That is why heartbreak feels like withdrawal. You are not losing a person. You are losing the future your imagination created. And the brain hates losing imagined certainty, especially when desire is attached to identity. If they choose me, I must be worthy. If they leave, maybe I was never enough. Now attraction is no longer about sex. It becomes self-worth. And that is where manipulation becomes easy. Because whoever controls your validation, controls your behavior. You text faster. You tolerate disrespect. You ignore red flags. Not because you are weak, because your nervous system is negotiating for emotional survival. People stay in toxic attraction because unpredictability feels familiar. Chaos can feel like chemistry when your past trained you for it. If love once meant anxiety, peace can feel boring, and danger can feel like home. This is why self-awareness is protection. You must ask, am I attracted or am I activated? There is a difference. Healthy attraction feels clear. Toxic attraction feels urgent. Healthy desire respects boundaries. Toxic desire erases them. One expands your peace, the other consumes it. Real attraction does not require emotional confusion to survive. It does not demand obsession to prove value. It does not turn your nervous system into a battlefield. The strongest people are not the ones who attract everyone. They are the ones who can recognize manipulation before calling it love. They know mystery is not intimacy, silence is not depth, attention is not commitment, and desire is not always truth. Sometimes attraction is simply your unhealed patterns wearing someone else's face. That realization changes everything, because once you understand the psychology, you stop chasing emotional traps disguised as passion. You stop worshiping unavailable people. You stop confusing anxiety for connection. And for the first time, you choose with awareness, not hunger. That is power, not seduction, not control, clarity. Because the most attractive person in the room is the one who cannot be manipulated by desire. Watch your mind, study your patterns, and the next time attraction hits like a storm, ask yourself one question. Do I want them, or do I want the feeling they create inside me? That answer will tell you everything. And if you understand that, you are already harder to control.